Now, first they told us to get up, then they asked if we were getting down, then they insisted we keep on moving. If you're a fan of Five, life can be quite strenuous.
It's hard work. Yeah, the band split in 2001 after selling 20 million records. 20 million. Now they're getting back together for a UK tour. All, shall we? Five will be joining us in just a moment. They're here. Richie, Sean, Abz, Scott and Jay. Do you want to say you've been dancing all the way through that, boys?
Well, they're good tunes.
Yeah. I think they'll do very well.
Do you know what? They are great tunes, aren't they?
Thank you.
Yeah,
They are great tunes.
Real new appreciation for our music. Really good. Good songs.
How has that happened, the new appreciation?
I think being away from it for so long and the experience that we all had with it the first time around, just coming into it fresh again. When you're working with something all the time, you can kind of lose track of kind of how good it is. And now we've all come back to it and listened to our music through fresh ears. We've realised that we've written some pretty banging pop songs.
I mean, that's incredible, isn't it? You can be pop stars, touring all over the place, thousands of screaming fans, and do you just get, like, a little bit just fed up and want to go home sometimes?
Yeah, oh, yeah, absolutely. Of course you do. If you're on the road, you're away all the time. Sometimes all you want is your own bed and a cup of tea.
Oh, so true.
And you've had 25 years of that, and so you're back on the road.
Exactly.
We just wanted a small break.
How did this come about then, Scott? How did you get the band back together?
So I just wanted to reconnect with the boys on a personal level. So I phoned Abz and said, like, hiya, mate. And straight away, I just felt like he was back in my life and I was bonded to him. So I booked an Airbnb and said, why don't we just chat? Obviously, didn't want anyone to see us. And it wasn't about doing a tour or doing anything. It was about being back with my brothers again. And now I am. We're going on tour because we're having a great time. So it was just a moment in time that had to happen.
So, Abz, when you got that message from Scott saying, let's chat, I've booked an Airbnb.
Not you again.
No, but seriously, that was a door opens. Yeah. What do you think?
We just walked straight through that door.
Yeah?
And it felt right as soon as we walked in and saw each other again.
Hugging.
And all that good stuff. So, yeah, it was really good to see the boys and it felt right.
Is it because recently there's been a real kind of resurgence, and quite nostalgic resurgence, hasn't there? There's been documentaries about boy bands, what it was like to live through that time, which I know some of you were in. Yeah. Has that kind of encouraged you all to just experience it again?
But experience it, you know, in that time it was genuinely great times, but very, very, very stressful. And we were kids. We were literally kids.
Well, is that why
So this is about, this is about the workload.
I mean, you've got to remember, Sean was 15 years old.
Wow. What was the workload like?
Well, because we became so successful overnight, usually a band will try to break different territories one at a time. And our record company saw the success we were having immediately. So we went to the States, Europe, South America. So we're flying from one territory to the next, to the next, to the next, to the next, and working 18, 20-hour days. Sometimes 7 months with no break, and we were kids. So it just gets too stressful.
But looking at your schedule, going on tour later this year, I mean, that's pretty full on again.
Oh no, this is we
tight.
see this and we're like, oh yeah, bring it on. Yeah, this is
Child's
Bournemouth, Cardiff, Nottingham, Liverpool, Manchester, Leeds, Birmingham, Newcastle, Aberdeen, Glasgow, the O2. I mean,
come on.
Yeah,
that's a hell of a weekend.
I was about to give you a...
Sound like you could do a bit of rapping there. Yeah, I like that. Get on
Do you
tour.
think it's going to become 6?
Yeah. Hey, let's do it.
There's always a guest spot.
OK, now you're talking.
Always a guest
Sean,
spot.
how do you say you were 15?
Yeah.
When how does it feel different this time? The bond, the vibe between...
Well, because we were children, we were just sort of isolated. We were in our own worlds. We're all struggling individually. Whereas now we're adults, we can communicate. We've got a sort of an understanding, that communication, where we don't feel, and not to be cheesy, but we don't feel lonely. We don't feel isolated. We actually woke up this morning, we feel like a team.
Yeah,
that's the biggest difference.
Yeah.
Is that because you maybe feel like you've got a bit more power this time around?
100%. It's on our terms now.
How do you make it like that? How do you keep
it just
control?
is. And we've got a great team.
Yeah, we
Brilliant
have an
team
amazing
around us.
team of
It's
people
amazing.
around us.
So if someone suggests something that you don't want to do, what do you say?
Throw things. Go, no
A chair.
No, but
Rachel, get the nearest objects.
when we've spoken to our team and we've said things that are uncomfortable or whatever, it's it's a dialogue, it's a communication, and it's like, well, okay, well, if it's making you feel that uncomfortable, like, don't do it. You know, it's got to be fun.
Wow.
What do your families, what do your kids think about this?
I mean, my kids are watching this morning. Like, you know, they've got up early before school, and they're so excited because, obviously, they can't believe they're going to get to see it. You know, they've seen it on YouTube, but they've not seen it. I've got 4 kids.
None of them have seen all 5 of us together doing our thing.
And they've not even met, my kids have not even met Jay and Abz. And mine are 11 and 7.
Looking forward to meeting your kids, lads. Looking forward to meeting
It's more
them.
than just like them seeing them on stage. This band's affected our whole life. And, my children don't really understand what it is. They've only seen it on YouTube.
They spoke. My kids spoke to Jay and Abz for the first time on video call yesterday. It was a magical.
It's a crazy journey, the whole thing, isn't it?
Our families are all as part of this as we are. This has
100%.
affected their lives for the
Yeah.
past 25 years. So this, for them as well, is a major... It's just a gorgeous thing for all of us.
It's affected their lives even if they kind of don't know it or haven't known it until now. And the kids have got a load of new uncles, basically. Is that what it feels like?
Oh, you know, it really
More
does.
Christmas presents.
That's
all the kids are thinking.
Yeah.
Jay's giving me presents, Ab's giving me presents.
There was a moment the other day at the Brits after party, and I turned around and I see Jay and Rich dancing quite closely to my wife. And I was like, what an amazing moment this is. I was just standing back and taking it in.
But you enjoyed it?
Yeah, I did actually. I did actually.
Fractures already, Sal.
Yeah, but you can see, like, even on the red carpet at the Brits, you're back into all the poses, super comfortable. What was that?
Easy.
Go on.
It's easy.
It's like putting on a pair of comfortable slippers again. It comes back quite quickly.
Although I do have to say, when we first walked in, it
Go
was
on.
extraordinarily surreal. We were like, you know, because we've gone
Where
from
are
like,
we? Yeah.
you know, a normal world where people sort of dress normally.
Yes.
And then we've gone in and it's like, what is going on here? And then we slowly settled in, and then all of a sudden we were just back in the swing.
Yeah.
And we've played some of the classic hits already. Are you going to be... Obviously, you've got to perform them, but new music as well?
Not at the moment.
This is just fully focusing on the tour, doing what we want to do, giving people what they want to hear, which is all of our hits.
How
So
much dancing?
Lot.
There's going to be a lot.
No, it's the full shebang, but with extra gusto and enthusiasm.
Even extra rich.
And how is the dancing going?
Well, we haven't actually got round to that yet, so...
Should we get a preview now?
No!
Go on, then.
Got a bit of a
Your
back.
audition, that's what I need to know.
Back again.
But I mean, physically, that's a massive challenge,
no,
isn't it, after 25 years?
Yeah, it can be gruelling, but we're all really, really up for it. We keep saying to people, don't be expecting, because we're a little bit older, don't be expecting us to go on stage and have this mundane, sedate show.
Not a
We
chance.
are bringing it.
It's going to be fantastic.
Look at this!
Come on, Abz. Come
Look at this!
Yeah, I mean, this is sedate compared to
Yeah,
what's
that's
going to go
quite
off
calm.
on stage.
Oh, yeah.
Are we talking somersaults and stuff?
Rich will, won't you, Rich?
Give him enough coffee before he goes on, and Rich might be
And
there.
a trampoline.
Mate, a cartwheel.
I'm gonna do a
Cartwheel.
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 We'll do that. Hey, come on, boys, look at that.
It's so good
Long
to see
time
you
no
back.
see.
And it's
Thank
so good
you.
to... You feel like you're just really loving it.
No,
We really are.
We are
We
blessed
appreciate
with this
it.
experience.
Yeah.
and
You appreciate it.
Yeah,
we
yeah.
appreciate it.
100%.
We've been received really well, and we want to thank everybody
Yeah,
for welcoming
absolutely.
us
It
back.
really does mean a
Absolutely.
lot to us.
Great to have you here.
Thank
Good
you.
luck with it all.
Thank you
very much.
We want to film the kids as they watch you doing it for real. Dancing. Tickets to Five's Keep On Moving Tour 2025 go on general sale this week, Friday, at 10 o'clock in the morning.
Obviously, you won't need one because you'll be on stage.
Yeah, it's coming on. It's coming on.
It's going to happen.
Right, we're
I'm
going to sign a
make that
contract.
happen.
You get the news, travel, and where you are. See you in a second. Right, where do we go?
Yeah.